Good afternoon, Inspector. So this is the progress that we have currently. Let me show you what we are doing. Okay, so this is where we are: compacting, leveling, stamping. We are at that stage of compacting the floor, leveling it, and also making sure that we stamp it so that it's solid, as you can see here. So when you stamp it, then it becomes very solid. So that's what we've been doing. So that's what we are doing here. You can see this side, very solid. And we're also applying we are treating also this soil with the weed killer. The weed killer prevents the growing of roots, which otherwise can destroy the floor. Yeah, so that's what we are also doing, treating with the weed killer, so that the elements that can grow are destroyed and that can crack and affect the floor once we throw the concrete. So stamping, as you can see, very attention to detail, very attentive to detail, because it's being done by hands, as you can see, like Tara, and the builder there is busy with the strategy, leveling there, and he's also using his spirit level to make sure that everything is on level. And then the third guy is busy with the rake and the shovel there, taking out unnecessary rubble and leaving only the rubble that we need, so that we can maintain the same level according to our spirit level and according to the compacting, stamping, and the leveling that we are doing here. Yeah, so this is the part of the builders, which is now leaving us to then throw concrete. Once this process has been done, of course, when the builder working with me and the team checks thoroughly again to see everything has been properly stamped, compacted, and leveled. So that's what we are doing here. And then when we get convinced that we've got a solid foundation in terms of this floor, the clay floor that is not yet concreted with mortar, we worked in compliance with the plan. We made sure that the hook irons were anchored to the foundation. As you can see, these are the hook irons. They are all over. They are all over this foundation. As you can see, they are all over. I think this video will show you that they are everywhere, right around this foundation. We put them. We also followed the plan and worked according to in accordance with the readings of the plan, in compliance in terms of the blocks that we used. Okay, I think that part of the blocks you can see on your own, and you have seen it when you came. And then the other compliance was the foundation itself, being on a ground that is as difficult as this one, on any mountainous terrain as this one. We made sure that there was no any shortcut. You can see here there's 8 blocks, because we had to go very high on that side compared to this side, maintain the same level that you get from this side right to the end, so that when you anchor the panels that are there, the house sits on level, and we don't build a structure that is skewed here, and build a structure that is sitting right on the level. So I think those were the main compliance issues on the plan. Yeah, the foundation, the depth, the width. I think you saw them when the trenches were still not filled with rubble and soil. They were of the right measurements according to the plan. And on entrance, we had to build a ramp. So this is the ramp that is being built right now. We also avoided making it very steep, because if we had to make it steep, then it's going to be a challenge, because the person who is going to be living in this house uses a wheelchair, is physically challenged. So hence we are taking this ramp from this point to make sure that it starts from the lower level and going up until it reaches the door, not going on a steep, but maintaining a lower level to enable the wheelchair to be pushed on top without any physical challenges to the person there who will be sitting on the wheelchair, and for safety reasons, of course. And then this is the drain. I think that's the main issue on the plumber. This is the drain. This is the drain of the plumber. The plumbing is very, very long in terms of where it is according to the plan. The manhole is right in front of the house, about 30 meters. So this is our bathroom section. This small U-shaped design off the plan is the toilet, basin and shower. That's the section of the toilet, basin and shower. The basin is around here, and then you've got a shower and you've got your basin. So this is exactly what is taking place here. The plumber dug a trench where the drain would take the waste right to the manhole in front. As you can see, very long. The gradient is very good, excellent. The gradient of the drainage, because it has got a very beautiful flow, because it's on a mountain going down. So we are sitting right on top of the hill or the mountain, and we are going down right to the manhole, which means that we have got an excellent flow of throwing waste from the waste pipes, 110 pipes that are going to be buried in the ground. And there will be a bend here, then takes it down. As you can see, it's a long drain. The depth of the drain is quite good for the 110 pipe. So it goes right to the front. Right to the front. We had to put the planks here so that we don't close the drain by movements that are happening here of people going to the front to fetch the sand and cement for the concrete floor. And we also put the pallets here so that we protect this drainage trench from these elements, otherwise that will close the drain with the soil. So then there's another bend here, and then it goes here right to the foundation where I was. You can see it's a very long distance. Then it makes a turn here where we put a bend, and then we'll cut through here, of course. And then in the garage, I think as you enter the gate, you saw the garage here. There is also a drain that was identified there. The manhole is here, right here, behind the boards. So it gives us about 30 meters in total. So this is the drain. And then cut through. If they are not to take it from the garage, which is in here, and make a bend, they will be taking it from the manhole. They cut through here, and then we go back to the building. Okay, I'm showing you the trench of the drainage, where the 110 pipes and the west pipes and all the pipes will be. And right to the other bend there is another bend there, turning left to the bathroom. And the kitchen sink section, that side, everything is on one side, which is cost effective in terms of the plumbing and easy to manage in terms of plumbing. The only challenge is the distance of the plumbing, which is very far. So here there is a bend also. Then it comes back to the kitchen sink somewhere here, and then bathroom, basin, toilet, and shower. Yeah, so back to the guys who are busy stamping. You can see there's progress. We're almost there. We're almost there now. You can see that it's a high foundation because of the mountainous nature of this area. Simonstown, Fish Hook, Gordons Bay, all these areas are on the mountains, and it's difficult terrains to work on. Hence most of the houses, they are on stilts like this one. However, we are on foundation, so we're working on foundation, and we had to make sure that we build a proper foundation that maintains the same level. Hence here we have got 8 blocks. I counted 8 here, and then the other side we have got lower because that is where the level is quite good, and we took it from that side. I think here we are counting about 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks compared to the 8 there. So this is what we are doing here. This is what we are doing. You can check we have worked in compliance to the plan. Hoop irons, leveling, stamping, paying attention to detail, making sure that it's solid as clay. That we put here is very solid, hence the guy is using the hose pipe watering there, taking out excessive rubber, as you can see that side, so that we remain on the same level. The hoop irons everywhere, and there is progress here on the ramp. It's now on the third block.
kaza kuna kutiphila mara mina ase kutiphila mbelo mkhudlwana hanya eshe lokudla mara ubalo uwe ntyanga namngana nabangana hanya ngana mngana we hanya ngana mngana masho kuna ungahambi ngopfu